has a heart.
If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners.
This is your fight. Now go out there and take it.
You lollygag the ball around the infield. You lollygag your way down the first. You lollygag in and out of the dugout. Do you know what that makes you? Larry.
Lollygaggers.
Lollygaggers.
Welcome to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. Call 233-4430 or order online at Applebee's.com and pick your meal up with Carside to Go. Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 in Athens, just off I-65. Eating good in the neighborhood. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Check out the WKAC sports page. Go to WKAC1080.com and click on the WKAC sports icon. You can listen to the current sports stream as well as game archives, past coaches shows, and Applebee's Tailgate Talk on demand. If you're on your smartphone, you can stay automatically updated as new items are posted. The WKAC sports page. Another reason why your best source for Limestone County sports is WKAC1080.com and 1080 WKAC.
Hi, this is former University of Alabama wide receiver Tim Boyd, and you are listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And good Saturday morning, and welcome to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. We're live here at Applebee's in the Applebee studio, thus the name Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Tom McClung, old Tomcat here, alongside producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. Looking at a couple of empty chairs over here, dude. We got Todd is not going to be with us this morning. Tojo Jay Vassar is a little delayed when his son's basketball game is over. he'll be joining us. And the coach, Clint Legg, is also on his way. But you know what, Timbo? We got a fine show lined up this morning. Two of our favorite interviews that are not local here, so local folks don't get mad at me. Two of our favorite external interviews will be back on the show today. Bob Kendrick, he is president of the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, and every time we get him on the show, the time flies by, and it's always a great interview. Looking forward to talking to him again. Darryl Fuhrman is another one where we get started talking. There's no telling how long it's going to go. And
when you get him started.
You get him started talking, yes. He's a former Alabama football player, linebacker, I believe, and he's also founder and president of the Lettermen of the USA. They do great work for veterans with their football and stuff like that. So our first-time guest will be Denny Smith. Denny Smith. I can't read my writing. That's an E, not an A. Denny Smith of Hits Travel Baseball, local organization there. We'll have the girls and boys coach of Tanner basketball, Jordan Paul and Dale Taylor. I'm not sure if they'll be joining us in studio here inside the confines of the fine confines of Applebee's here in Athens, or we may just get them on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. Our weekly people, we'll have them. We love them. Clay Freak Daddy Coleman, our Huntsville Havoc hookup, and AP Steadham, the Swami of the SEC. And we have Coach Clint Legg has just come in here to sit down. You got a dichotomy there, dude. You got a Broncos visor and an Alabama.
Absolutely not a Broncos. It's what we call our Clements logo.
Oh, that's okay. My bad.
Current. Now,
my apologies.
Come about 10 more days. That will all change, my friend.
What's that?
We're going to go back to the horseshoe. That's what Clements is. It's not the Master Academy Mustang, nor the Denver Broncos, Tom.
It looks like, I'm sorry. For some reason, man, I just had a brain, whatever you want to call it. But I knew that's Clements.
Thanks, Tim. Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome.
God, I can't believe you just said that, man.
I apologize, man.
I like that Alabama pullover you got on.
Yeah, great. Call or text us at area code 256-812-1848. That's area code 256-812-1TGT. Find our website online at tailgatetalk.net. Twitter and Instagram accounts is simple. Tailgate Talk AL. Facebook and MeWe. You can find us at Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Subscribe to the Tailgate Talk YouTube channel. You still go back to that video where Todd dropped a whole platter of drinks in the floor. He was trying to help. God bless him. I think it was even closer to Christmas too when he done that. That was great. So you can find that on the YouTube channel. Amazon Echo, say Alexa,
play Tailgate Talk.
Google Home, you can say, okay, Google.
Play Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And download that Tailgate Talk app for your Android, iPhone, powered by Crown Service, Termite, and Pest Control. Look for Applebee's Tailgate Talk on iTunes, Amazon, Google, Spotify, and other popular podcast platforms. Like I said earlier, all the calls will come in from the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. We have the Tailgate Talk special guest segment. I don't know if we'll have two of them today with Bob and Darryl, and that segment is brought to you by Yellowhammer Roofing. Do we have any scores and more?
A few of them.
Well, let's toss it over here to producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert.
All right, got some tournaments going on. Some Christmas tournaments got their start. Scores and more brought to you by P4 Physical Therapy, delivering world-class outpatient care with a purpose. Visit them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com. Basketball from last night. Athens got a varsity sweep over Bessemer City. The girls won 48-13, and then the boys got a 58-38 win.
Hey, that's good.
The ABS girls beat St. Bernard 46-12, and the ABS boys beat J.D. Pennington in overtime 43-40. Elkmont swept Colbert Heights 64-13 in the girls game and 58-41 in boys action. Mae Jemison defeated Ardmore's boys 59-48, but the Ardmore girls won 64-46. And then the Lindsay Lane boys got their first win of the season, 48-47 over Colbert County. Don't know if it was in overtime or not.
No, it was Trey had it on his Facebook. It was like a last-second shot. They won, man. What
cool.
Good for them.
Yeah, Clements won on lost on the last second shot.
We're going to go with that one, guys.
I thought about it, but we got to bring it up because Elmont took a three-quarter.
Let me get Tim. Oh, gut shot.
That kid took a three-quarters.
No, it was a, what do you call it, 3-point line going the other way. Throw it. You see it on ESPN. Yeah. You see it done, but you never see it in person.
And everybody, when you're in school, in Pee Wee, I mean, you're not down there practicing free throws, not PE. You're down practicing free throws or layups. You're trying to launch one from half court.
3, 2, 1.
Exactly.
And he did.
And it went in.
Mikael Murrow was the kid that did it. It was a heck of a shot. And, hey, luckily we bounced back and beat the West Limestone Wildcats.
Did you really?
Yeah, that was awesome down there the other night.
Had some scholarship signings earlier this week. Congratulations to James Clemens athletes Adrian Watson and Keenan Hill. They both signed football scholarships with UNA.
Cool.
Elizabeth Brooks signed with Huntington softball. James Clemens esports team, we've had them in a couple of times. They won their first state championship.
Well,
last
cool.
week.
That's great.
And then Lindsay Holland signed a volleyball scholarship with Huntington College. Coming up next 2 weeks, we will not be here.
We will not.
We will have the best of Tailgate Talk on Christmas Day and New Year's Day. So
it was the best of Tailgate Talk. It was the worst of Tailgate Talk.
So we're going to end the year like we start the next one.
You were thinking about it.
Shout out to Reed Blankenship and the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders for winning the Bahamas Bowl yesterday.
Absolutely.
Great compliment by Booger yesterday. He said that Reed reminded him a lot of John Lynch.
Yeah, that is a great compliment. John Lynch played a long time with the Denver Broncos.
And the Buccaneers.
Not the Clemens
Colts. Not the Clemens Colts.
Unbelievable. Jay, if he just knew how much I can't stand the Denver. I'm an Oakland.
I know you're an Oakland Raider fan.
The only thing is that Darren played with Denver, but,
I know. That's one of my guys from Lee. Played about 5 or 6 years, won a Super Bowl.
Oh, cool.
Played with the Broncos, and always wanted me to come out there to watch a game. And he told me, he goes, come to watch us play the Raiders. I said, I will, but I'm not wearing that blue and orange. I'll be wearing the Raiders, man. I love you, though. Awesome by Reed, man. And Jay, you said, and Tom, you guys know him well. What a great kid, man, and what a great story. And I appreciate what he's brought to Limestone County, and probably being, if not one of the best football players that's ever come out of the county.
Yeah, he come from two great families over there. That's true. Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a break. We'll be right back. We've got all of our absentees except Todd the Bod. We got them all in the studio, and we'll restart.
Slate's taller than him, though.
Yeah, Slate the Wonder Kid is here this morning. We'll be right back.
Go to your Amazon Echo and say Play Tailgate Talk, or your Google Home device and say Play Applebee's Tailgate Talk, and hear the show in crystal clear quality. We'll be back with more Tailgate Talk after this. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
If you're running out of space and a yard sale just isn't an option, Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage gives you the choice. Midpoint Storage on Highway 72 East has traditional or climate-controlled units along with spaces for your boat or RV. Buddy Box offers convenient, secured, portable storage units delivered right to your home. They're both locally owned, too. Call 256-800-4249. Look for them on Facebook or online at midpoint.storage.com or buddyboxstorage.com. It's a win-win situation. Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage. 256-800-4249.
Have yourself a merry Wi-Fi Christmas with fiber fast internet from Ardmore Telephone Company. Enjoy a broadband connection that can handle all the holiday hoopla and new gadgets from Santa Claus. Give the gift that doesn't require wrapping. Faster internet service. Sign up now. New internet customers get the first month free. Call ATC at 800-830-9946 before jolly old St. Nick and your guests arrive. Broadband speeds are based on best availability in your area.
Accidents happen. It's a part of life. So next time a wreck is a part of your life, Sides Auto Body Repair is there to lend a hand. Since 1987, Sides Auto Body Repair has been guiding customers through the repair process with as little stress as possible, offering free estimates, a limited lifetime warranty on their work, as well as saving you the headache of handling the insurance paperwork. They're also ICAR Platinum certified and can boast over 60 years of combined experience. Call their Highway 72 West location at 230-6464 or Highway 72 East at 444-0729. Either way, call them first. Sides Auto Body Repair. Want to howl with the Havoc this season? Now's your chance from Tailgate Talk and the Huntsville Havoc. Just go to tailgatetalk.net and register your name. Then listen to Tailgate Talk Saturday mornings at 10 as we announce the weekly winners of Huntsville Havoc tickets. With the Havoc this season from the Huntsville Havoc, Tailgate Talk, and 1080 WKAC.
Hey, I'm Cody Gross. I'm the head football coach at Athens High School, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
When you're born in this world, you're given a ticket to the freak show.
So you're a control freak?
It's just a freak show anyway.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I flinched too. We're very loud in our headsets this morning. That's okay because we can hear each other. Tom McClung here, old Tomcat, alongside Coach Clint Legg, Tojo J. Vassar, Slate the Wonder Kid, and producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. And you heard the build up before we got him on here, Mr. Clay Freak Daddy Coleman, our Huntsville Havoc hookup.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning, dude. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Good weekend of, so far, good 2 games of hockey this week, so that's good.
Absolutely. Now, was last night's game the one we were down 2-0 and come back and won 5-2?
No, that was Thursday night's game in Pensacola.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we were in Pensacola, and we're down 2 and came back in a pretty strong flurry there in the third and came back and won that one. Last night, it was tied 1-1. Going into the third period, and then in the third period we kind of opened a can and scored a couple goals and ended up beating Pensacola 4-1. And
well, that's good.
That's it's been kind of interesting. We've played Pensacola 8 times.
Wow.
Of our 20 games.
Wow.
So, a lot of people are in the league are kind of making comments similar to like what we used to do. So I'll be fair. We used to do that with Peoria when Peoria was always playing, the Evansville team or one of the weaker teams up, near them. I mean, it's hard with a league where there's so many people spread out. This year, Roanoke and Fayetteville are pretty close to each other, right? So they're going to play, and I think they play like 17 times. So they're playing each other more just for, routing, because the league mandates that you have to go by bus. You can't go by plane. So it makes it kind of tough. So it kind of is what it is. I don't think Pensacola's a bad team. I mean, they're 10-8, so they're above 500. But so far the 8 losses they have is from us. But then, we play them again tonight. So anybody that's wanting to see, that third game in a row, there's some anxiety and some frustration and stuff that will, I'm sure, pour out tonight. So it'll be
So, Clay, with that being said, playing them 8 games out of the 20, how's the penalty minutes in that? Because I know there's got to be some big-time fights seeing these guys so many times.
Yeah, I mean, they've been, we're not we don't really have any big tough guys. We've got a couple tall guys, but we haven't been, and Glenn's really never been that as far as a coach. I mean, we've had some teams that have been high in penalty minutes, but here lately, I think the last season, we set a SPHL record for the lowest penalty minutes in the history of all the teams. So a record that is kind of wild. But yeah, you'll see some stuff tonight. There was kind of I would say maybe a questionable hit if the league hadn't got a chance to look at it tonight to suspend for today. There's probably one of the Pensacola guys that'll get suspended for a dirty hit against one of our guys. If that doesn't happen today, I'm pretty sure that there'll be kind of a headhunting job going after that guy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean it was a pretty dirty kind of boarding hit, and nothing was called, and they were pretty upset about that at the end of the game. But like I said, you're up 4-1, so you don't really go and try to get any disadvantage. So they didn't really fight and do much then. But yeah, I think that if it's not reviewed for a suspension today, then it'll probably get something this week. But yeah, if that player's playing tonight, I would assume that somebody will go after him tonight.
This sounds like before a face-off fight.
Yeah. Drop the gloves before they drop the puck.
Absolutely. That's one thing. And it's funny. People always look at hockey as like this brutal sport. But I always tell people, I'm like, watch baseball, and see if a guy does something that is just breaking the baseball code. It may not even be something where they physically injured somebody, and you're taking a little projectile and throwing it 90 miles an hour at somebody's head.
Yeah.
Oh,
so, it's like it's kind of, I like that about hockey, where at least it keeps it regulated.
Of course, some people just go for the fights.
Right. It's not NASCAR on ice, right?
That's right.
Yeah, forget the game.
Well, maybe they'll review the guy and suspend him, or may have some retaliation there.
Yeah, I'm about 95% sure that'll be a play that'll be reviewed at some point. We kind of looked at it after the game, and it was textbook boarding call, and may have had a little intent to.
Yeah, well, how's the guy on our end of the deal? Is he okay? Concussion or anything?
I haven't heard this morning. I mean, he was. It kind of when you get slammed in the board in a boarding call, sometimes it's kind of like looks like a human accordion.
Yeah. And
his body kind of crunched, and he was real slow to get up. So yeah, I haven't heard this morning. But yeah, it was not the the best situation. And it actually was Cole Reginato, who's kind of our tough guy. That we have, number 78. So we'll have to see who mans up, and we kind of got some interesting. Nolan Kaiser was kind of a tough guy, but he took a puck to the face not too long ago, and had to have some reconstructive teeth fixing, and lip had a really nasty just literally right in the middle of the mouth between the nose and the lips, and we just split almost straight up. So yeah, he had he's not right now wanting to jump out and start getting hit there at this point.
No.
So, I bet he ain't getting no sugar right now.
I know, right?
No, right. So, but yeah, but like I said, things are going good. The attendance is, we've hit some record numbers. We've talked about it, that I think that with things lifted up from COVID, that people are ready to get out, and I think we're all kind of in that holiday mood right now, where it's kind of like we've had a rough year, and we're kind of ready to get out and spend time with family and do that. So we've had that at the hockey. I think they had probably about close to 5,000 there last night on a Friday night, and Saturday nights are a little bit bigger. Tonight they'll be wearing the Charlie Brown Christmas themed jerseys. Which this is the 56th anniversary of the Charlie Brown Christmas show. So we're doing that auction tonight to go to Light the Lamp, and it'll go to several different charities for that. So,
it'd be nice.
And it's a really cool looking. If you like collecting jerseys, this is one that kind of just a neat look to it. The artwork and stuff is really well done.
It'd be nice if they go let's go and buy.
Right. That's that's a good idea. I need to get that for tonight. I need to have when the officials do something, we can play that.
Yeah.
Or announce the starting lineups that way.
Yeah.
Or announce their starting lineup that way.
I think I can arrange it. That's a good idea.
That's just cool.
Now, Clay, what's the deal with the wrestling belt? I see the pictures in the locker room, and it's like a wrestling belt.
Similar to what they do in football, and they have the sideline
turnover chain.
Yeah, turnover chain and stuff like that. That's kind of the MVP. Over the years, they pick a different. The team gets to kind of pick, or Coach DiTullio will pick an item. One year there was this horrible Halloween wolf mask that the MVP of the game would get to get. There was one year there was a engineer hat, like a train engineer. So the wrestling belt's that. And what happens is, like last night, whoever won it last night, after the game tonight, they'll get to actually pick who they feel was the, player of the game, or, made the most impact, or, even if they were just a spark that got it going. So, yeah, that's just kind of a internal team thing that they kind of bond with.
Well, before we let you go, we're going to leave you with these words that Sir Elton John wrote. Saturday night's all right for fighting. Saturday night's all right.
There you go.
Get some
phone number.
Phone number for tickets.
Yeah, 256-518-6160 is the number to call and get tickets for that. And I was going to tell you guys too. My son came up and said, "Dad, I hear that the radio shows are already talking about me."
Yeah, we mentioned him a little bit last week. Right. The wrestling coach was on.
Yeah, his coach Pecor came up and was said that he was on. He goes, yeah. He's like, I got asked about you on a radio show. So Timothy was liking it. So much appreciated.
Well, you're quite welcome.
You made T-Bone's day.
Well, sweet. We're gonna continue to watch that young man, especially with that wrestling and football stuff.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys. Y'all have a good, happy Merry Christmas. I know that. We'll have a little bit of a break and a good new year, and let's all hope that 2022 is amazing.
Amen. Amen, brother. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you, guys.
See you,
no
buddy.
problem. All right, bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Clay Coleman, our Huntsville Havoc hookup, and it's time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Congratulations to Mitchell Wilson, Jennifer Allen, Chad Wilson, Crystal Campbell, Chris Latham, and Stacy Roll, this week's Howl with the Havoc winners. They each pick up tickets to see the Huntsville Havoc in action this season. Enter your name for our weekly drawing at tailgatetalk.net, and you may be one of our next winners. Tailgate Talk will be right back.
First National Bank is a name everyone in the community will recognize. We see it in our schools, in our parks, and in our homes. First National Bank is proud to help make our community great. I'm a First National Bank Student Advisory Board member, Rainey Oakley, from Elmont High School. I love to help represent First National Bank in my community. First National Bank, making communities great, member FDIC.
Smith's Heating and Cooling in Elmont is your friendly local contractor, servicing most brands of equipment and proudly installing industry-leading Rheem systems. Whether it's an air conditioner, gas furnace, heat pump, or indoor air quality system, Smith's Heating and Cooling takes pride in their exceptional installation and 24/7 customer service after the fact. They offer financing too. Call 777-5450 today to schedule an appointment or a free no-obligation consultation. Smith's Heating and Cooling. Call 777-5450. Visit them on Facebook or online at smithsheatingandcoolingllc.com.
Hey guys, this is Joanna Clem for CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. I'd like to personally invite you to visit CEI Bookstore. While you're here, you'll find a wide selection of Bibles, gift items, trustworthy study materials, and more for you and your church. Our friendly staff will be happy to help you with your selections while you shop in the store. We even offer personalized Bible imprinting and gift wrapping. Not in the Athens area? Enjoy shopping with us online at truthbooks.com. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
Are you getting the propane service you deserve? At Ferguson LP Gas in Ardmore, you always get the most value for your dollar, professional gas personnel who make safety a high priority, and you can always get in touch with them any day of the year at any time. They accept Visa and MasterCard too. So if you're not happy with your present propane supplier, join the many who have made the switch. Give Ferguson LP Gas in Ardmore a call at 256-423-3320. At Hendricks Power Washing and Striping, your property is their priority. Power washing, striping, seal coating, crack filling, and asphalt maintenance, rain or shine, day or night. Call Colby for a free quote at 256-763-1740. Visit their Facebook page and see what they've done for other satisfied customers. Give your home or business that brand spanking new look, courtesy of Hendricks Power Washing and Striping. Licensed and insured. Call 256-763-1740. Hendricks Power Washing and Striping. WKAC wants to recognize our local athletes, and you can help. Go to WKAC1080.com throughout the school year and click on the Tailgate Talk icon to vote for the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. The winner will receive a gift card from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and a t-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. Submit your own nominations for future polls, too. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Cast your vote today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and 1080 WKAC.
This is Tyree Washington, 400-meter world champion in track and field, former NFL player, and you are listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung here, old-time cat, alongside Coach Clint Legg, Tojo J. Vassar, Slate the Wonder Kid, and producer extraordinaire Tam Lambert. We've got him on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. Mr. Darryl Fuhrman, founder and president of the Lettermen of the USA. Darryl, welcome back, dude.
Hey, guys, good morning. Thanks for having the Lettermen of the USA on this morning with you guys and letting us tell your listening audience all about what the Lettermen USA do every day.
Absolutely.
So, how you guys been?
We've been good. It's been a challenging 2021, but like everybody else, we're making it through.
Who's excited about Alabama going to Cotton Bowl?
I know.
I'm sure they are.
I am.
So is Tom.
Tom is. He just don't want to admit it.
It's okay, Tom.
I just take it either way. Right now, I'm excited.
Who's excited about going to Birmingham?
I'm excited. I was going to go. I'm excited about going to the Liberty Bowl with Mississippi State.
That's it, too.
Absolutely.
I heard that. Well, hey, I'm glad you guys had me on this morning. I was going to tell you a little bit about some of the many things the Lettermen USA have got going on. I will get killed if you guys have not met Elaine Linus. She is our PR lady. Things are changing fairly rapidly at the Lettermen USA, and it's all good. But Elaine would kill me if I didn't tell you guys on the 11th of March, 2022, at 6:00 p.m. at the club in Birmingham, Alabama, the Lettermen USA will be hosting its third annual 1 Yard at a Time. As you guys know, we had to cancel in 21 because of the dreaded COVID. And but anyway, so and the featured folks, athletic honoree for that night will be Mr. Eli Gold, the voice of the Crimson Tide. So all you Crimson Tide folks who love Eli Gold, here's your opportunity to come and meet Eli Gold, and he'll be our athletic honoree. And then we'll have a North Alabama honoree who's also from New Hampshire and is, if I'm correct, he's probably up for the Medal of Honor at some point in time, and that's one only Mike Durant of Black Hawk Down.
Gotcha.
And so, we'll probably have, several. I know that I spoke. Now I'm going to just leave this tease. I spoke on the phone 2 Fridays ago to Marcel Darius. Everybody knows who he is. He's the guy that ran that I guess you would say fat lineman that ran that football in after Walt Cody got smashed in the 2009 Alabama University of Texas national championship game. So I spoke to him 2 Fridays ago, and he expressed a lot of interest in being there that night. So I'm just going to throw that out there with all the regular Lettermen USA folks, such as Cornelius Bennett. You never know. Chris Moore, Chris Gray, Todd Bowen, Adelaide Trone, Rob Shelby. I mean, we could just go on the list. In the past, we've had Curly Hallman attend. Coach Randy Ross is retired now from the University of Arkansas. And you guys may not know this, Coach Ross is my high school coach. And he actually just helped us give out autographs, footballs to our nation's wounded veterans at the annual Heroes Week luncheon I guess it was in Huntsville, Alabama for Heroes Week, just on Veterans Day, just recently.
Man, that's great.
That's awesome.
That is. The work you guys do with the wounded warriors is absolutely amazing.
Well, hey, guys, here's some good stuff, then. You're going to love this. There's more to come. We've got 3 new programs or 3 new things that we're really working hard on. The first one is, I'll tell you about it, started back in March of this year, and it's called Interiors for Heroes. And if you guys are not familiar with Interiors for Heroes, some people in your audience may be that follow us on social media, but Interiors for Heroes works with the Salvation Army and the VA, and we basically work with their substance abuse program. And these guys that are coming out of these programs, they'll get an apartment from the VA, but it'll have maybe a mattress or a chair in it. And we come in, fellas, and we turnkey it, literally. It looks like a home when we finish with it. Our project coordinator is Susan Cormany, and she's been on board with Lettermen USA since March, and just doing she's helped us a lot from behind the scenes over the years, helped us with Autographs for Heroes and giving out footballs. But she now has a full-time project with Interiors for Heroes. And if you guys are not familiar with this program, it is really making some major strides. As a matter of fact, it's getting some recognition finally. Alabama Power just recently awarded it a grant for Interiors for Heroes. So that's just phenomenal to only be as young as it is. And the next program is Utilities for Heroes, guys. And Utilities for Heroes is where we find out about through the VA or through many other veterans organizations. We're part of something called the Central Alabama Veterans Collaborative. Brian is the guy that runs that, and we're one of many of 90 organizations that takes part in this this collaborative, agreement. I always tell people, Lettermen USA, you can look at us as not a competitor of other veterans groups. You can kind of look at us as like the little Dutch boy, if you guys remember the little Dutch boy holding his finger in the dike when you're growing up. We come up and step up when these guys, maybe they've run out of money because they had all they could do for whatever they were doing. They come to us and we help out. And the other way you can look at us is like little Thomas the Tank Engine. We do a whole lot with very little. But anyway, this new program is Utilities for Heroes. And Utilities for Heroes is where we get these guys from these various organizations. They may have severe PTSD. They can't deal with life. They can't function. But they got a power bill, guys. And they got a family. Yep. And so now we're coming in and we're actually paying for to keep their heating on in the wintertime. And that's Utilities for Heroes. And I would encourage any of your sponsors, anybody out there listening to this, I don't know if anybody's doing this. We're coming in taking care of these guys and doing that. And the last program, this is something that is, can I ask you guys a question?
Sure.
How many veterans do you think we have in the state of Alabama?
I would think it'd be thousands.
Yeah, just give me a number.
5,123.
388,000.
388,000.
Wow. Veterans. Per capita in the United States, we have the largest veterans population. Have you guys ever heard of the Ronald McDonald House?
Yeah. Yes.
That's where if you come to Birmingham to Children's and you can't afford a place to stay, they'll put you up, right?
Yeah. Right.
Did you guys know that something like that exists for veterans?
We did not. I did not.
Know.
It's called the Fisher House.
The Fisher House, okay.
And with the state that has 388,000 1,000 veterans, you'd think we'd have a Fisher House, right?
Right.
You know that the state of Georgia has a Fisher House. They have a couple, actually. The state of Tennessee has a Fisher House. The state of Louisiana and Arkansas have a Fisher House. Florida has several, and Louisiana has a couple. And guess who else, fellas, has a Fisher House? The state of Mississippi.
Mississippi, wow.
But Alabama,
what are
who
we
has
waiting
the
on,
largest
Darryl?
veteran population in the state of Alabama, does not have a Fisher House.
So we're behind. We're behind the
Mississippi.
times.
We are behind the times, and so as part of our gala this year, the Lettermen USA is stepping up and hoping that other organizations will step in the breach with us and get a Fisher House for the state of Alabama. It's high. This is what has to happen, gentlemen, for your listening audience. In order to get a Fisher House, you have to raise the money for the land or find the land. Birmingham is where it has to centrally be located because that's where our central veterans care operations are, critical care for cancer, for amputees, all that. Everybody comes, even from Huntsville, everybody comes to Birmingham. And so but Birmingham's a very landlocked area, and so it's hard to find that right place. But we're going to spearhead this. I guess is the only way I know how to say it, because we seem to be the only one out there talking about it. And we're going to make this happen. This state needs a Fisher House
for
our veterans.
You were talking about all the vets in the state of Alabama. How does our numbers compare to these states that have a Fisher House already?
Well, I'll just put it to this way, and I shouldn't say this because I might get myself in trouble because they're a very good sponsor of ours. But I'll just say it this way. One of our great sponsors, and you guys can look at that over and kind of figure that out, but one of our great sponsors literally said to me in a meeting not too long ago, "You mean to tell me Mississippi has a Fisher House and we don't? We got to change that."
Yep.
Well, where they throwing up stuff around Athens, and then you can build it
for
here.
Alabama folks, if you don't know that.
Mississippi is what now?
A driving point for Alabama folks, if you don't know that.
Yes. It is a driving point for folks from Alabama.
Mississippi cannot have something and us not have it. I'm just going to tell you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's and of course you guys know about all the other programs we've got. We've got laptops for heroes, which we couldn't do this year, and I was very sad about. But COVID crippled our budget. And hey, you guys, if your listening audience wants to make a year-end donation, they can go out to lotusa.org, just lotusa.org, and they can help us out with, their dollars would be well spent with this organization. We hope next year we'll be able to do laptops for heroes. Another program that we take pride in is, of course, you guys know about Autographs for Heroes. Yes. I've mentioned it many times on your program, and that's just where we find out what the veterans, his or her favorite college football team is. We get the head coach of that team to sign it. And guys, you won't believe this, but I'll just give you the number. This year we were at 350 plus 18, so that's we're headed toward the 400 mark on that program, and that's since 2012. Oh, and by the way, just one other quick thing for your listening audience, because you guys have been gracious and been having us on for many years now. We're 10 years old this month.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
And who would ever thought that this organization that started out a complete tragedy would be where it is and what it's doing right now? And, of course, you guys know about Wheels for Heroes, too. That's our personal mobility aids program that we do. And then I guess that's it kind of got it all. Well, Homes for Heroes, we've done ADA compliance renovations for veterans, like a porch or something like that, to help them get up a wheelchair up the porch or something, and maybe even help them with their foundation on their home. We did one of those up in Florence. So that's kind of, that's all our programs. Like when you don't think about it until you actually have to put a PowerPoint. And I recently had to put a PowerPoint together for Admiral Davis, who's head of Veterans Affairs down in Montgomery. I'm going down to present about the Fisher House pretty soon. And I could not believe what all we've done. And that's just, and I didn't even cover, guys, anything about, as you know, we've always believed in helping our own, because I've told you over and over again, no organization's worth its salt that doesn't help its own. And we've helped several guys that have played in that Iron Bowl, from Auburn to Alabama over the years.
Well, that's great. You guys do an outstanding job, Darryl. There's no doubt about that.
Well, we appreciate you guys having us on. I mean, it's so cool to be able to talk to your audience up in Athens in North Alabama. That's that's an area we've done a few programs in, but we want to do more in the future. We're always looking for volunteers, and we're always looking for people that need our assistance.
Darryl, when's this event with Eli again?
Oh, yeah, it's going to be on the 11th of March, 2022 at 6 o'clock p.m. at the club in Birmingham, Alabama. Tim, I think you attended one up in Birmingham, didn't you?
He did. He's grabbing his microphone.
Yes, I did.
He's got two hats on today.
So he's doing the board and okay, that's good. Yes, so Tim's attended, and I'd encourage you guys to come and attend in 2022 and on the 11th of March. And by the way, you can get your tickets at lotusa.org, just lotusa.org. There's one little quick story I'll tell you about before I go, and that's a lady that everybody remembers Coach Bryant, and even Coach Jordan, when they used to have their Sunday afternoon program after College Football Today with Keith Jackson, Whoa Nelly, right, guys?
Yep.
Y'all remember that?
Yes, sir.
Well, you remember they always had Coke, which is I'm proud to say is a proud sponsor of the Lettermen USA, Coke United. Also had Golden Flake. And Golden Flake's gone through a lot of changes and no longer owned in the state of Alabama. It's now one of those many great companies, family-owned companies, that is just no longer owned here in the state. But the lady who set out the potato chips, Julie McLaughlin, for Coach Bryant and Coach Jordan for Golden Flake, she retired back around the time we were doing the flag football game. I will tell you that she is the first person to purchase tickets for the gala. And then she also, and I hope she doesn't get mad at me for saying it, sent a generous contribution to the organization on top of purchasing her tickets.
Wow.
So I just thought I'd tell you, and to me that tells you a lot about the organization, that have known about the organization, purchased tickets for its gala. And that was 10 years ago.
That's great. Well, Darryl, thanks for joining us, man. And www.lotusa.org.
Yes, sir. And I look forward to coming back and talking to you guys at the first of the year. Who's got the line on Alabama? Anybody?
So, was it 6.5?
I know we're winning.
I thought it was 14.
Oh, is it 14? I don't know.
Y'all won't believe this. I got to be really cool. Y'all don't know this, but I have a family member who marches in the University of Cincinnati band.
Oh, okay.
Y'all believe that? I've
Yeah.
been at the Cotton Bowl too. So, but I probably wear my Lettermen USA, not my Crimson.
There you go. Be safe. Be safe on each side.
That's right. Hey guys, thanks for having us on this morning. And just like I said, go to lotusa.org. You get your tickets. And thanks for everything, guys.
Thanks, buddy.
Have a good one.
All right, bye-bye.
Happy Christmas. Merry New Year.
All right. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Darryl Fuhrman. It's time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy.
This is Bella LaFontaine with Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We take care of all the basics. We take care of cockroaches, ants, wasps. As far as rodents go, most places they'll trap or poison, and that's the end of it. What we do is we're actually going to find the entry points, and we're going to take care of that for you. We do a lot of work with a lot of realtors here in town to bring houses to the closing table. So one of the big things about us is that we're not a sales company. We are a service provider. So we're not looking to meet a sales quota. We're looking to get a house ready to go to closing and get our customers taken care of. This is Bella LaFontaine, Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We are located at 3413 6th Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. Phone number is 256-701-7095.
Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hey, this is West Limestone Boys basketball coach Justin Taylor, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Live here, Tom McClung, Old Tomcat, alongside Coach Clint Legg, Tojo J. Vassar, Slate the Wonder Kid, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, and this is the first guest we've had in the studio in, I don't know,
since football season.
That's the truth. Coach Jordan Paul, I almost call you Jordan, but that's Jordan Hare Stadium. Coach Jordan Paul. Your mama would kill me if I'd done that. The girls basketball coach at Tanner High School. Go Rattlers, by the way.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Coach.
Glad to be here.
Yes, sir. How are things? Tanner's playing pretty good this year.
Oh, so far so good. We've got a lot of our kids back from last year, and we lost a couple key pieces, but girls are working really hard, and so far we're 8-3.
Yeah.
When we're playing well, we're as good as anybody we play. But you know how high school athletics can be.
Yes, sir.
It can turn on a dime.
It sure can.
I know Jordan, you had a big win the other night at East Limestone. How'd that game go the other night with you, man?
Well, I was very proud of the girls. Clearly we won, but we got hit in the mouth right off the bat. We were down 7-0, and then we got down as far as I think 11-1, and we weathered the storm, fought back. It was 12-11 at the end of the first quarter. Ended the half with a 6-point lead. They fought back, took the lead in the late in the third, early in the fourth, and then our defense really stepped up and held them to 3 points in the last, I think, 7 minutes.
That's extraordinary right there.
And pulled away and won by 11. So I was super proud of them for that. They didn't let the emotion of the game. They tell me that's a rivalry game. Every game matters to me as a coach. So you just don't want to get caught up in the emotions of it. And I thought our girls did a good job of handling all that stuff.
Awesome. In the past, Tanner and East Limestone have been a huge rivalry on the basketball court.
Yeah, for real.
No doubt about it. I really like the girl that plays for you guys. You're 14, I think's her number.
Shauna Fletcher.
Yeah, man. When she wants it and she's healthy, I mean, she's one of the best, in my opinion, if not the best players in the county, I think, right now.
She definitely, man, she's a joy to coach too. Man, you're not going to find someone that works harder than her. She's in the gym. That's what she does. I mean, she works so hard, and the great thing is, as hard as she works on the court, she works that hard in the classroom. She's on pace to graduate early if she wants to. She's taking several AP classes. So great student, great athlete. Just works really hard.
See, her dad went to East.
What was her dad's name?
Sean
Fletcher. Okay.
Yeah.
How old is he? What year did he graduate?
He's close to my sister's age.
Okay.
49 maybe.
48,
49,
all right.
something like that. Yeah, she's a great ball player. And as many games we've done, Tanner games, she's been right there leading scorer, and she's all over the floor, scrapping, getting rebounds, scoring points. She's a good ball player.
And like Jordan knows, when she's out, that's when the doors open for somebody to get back in. against them if they're down. I think she's the one. She does good for them. He's got a good team. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, man, she really gets after it.
Yeah, I've been really, I don't know how much you know about this, but we lost a couple of key pieces. We lost one to graduation, and then we lost two more starters. One went to Hazel Green, one went to Athens, and so we kind of had to reinvent ourselves a little bit. And I was just curious to see how we respond, but I've never seen a group come closer together and tighter. We got kids that understand what their role is, and they're accepting it. The other night we had one of our starters who wasn't playing well and sat a little bit. And after the game I said, hey, it's just one bad game. I know you didn't play as much. She's like, Coach, I don't care. We won. And then when you got kids that worry more about what the team does versus individual, man, you can accomplish a lot.
You can accomplish a lot. You're right.
Any holiday tournaments?
We're playing at West Morgan the 27th and 28th. Play Russellville on that Monday, and we play Huntsville on that Tuesday. We got a big area game on Monday against Tharptown, so that's the one we've had circled for a little bit.
Where is that? Is that at Tanner?
It's at Tanner.
Okay. Monday, Tharptown. Yeah. What time is that game?
JV boys will start at 4:30, so we'll probably be around 5:30, 5:45.
We were supposed to go to Tharptown last night, and they canceled for some reason. I don't know. I'm sure they're not following the COVID protocols in Tharptown.
They're scared.
I was hoping that was going to be a home game for y'all because I wanted to come see it, but
it sure is a long ways over there. But I'm going to tell you guys something. In my opinion, being around the county forever, and you guys have been here too, I think the toughest coaching jobs in the county has to be boys or girls basketball, Tanner High School, because at least when I coached football in Tanner High School, there's about 5,000 coaches in the stands, but they were way far back. At Tanner High School, there's 1,000 coaches, and they're all there on top of you. On top of the expectations are like they should be. They're very high. They think you should win every game, and I'm not saying that's wrong. I wish our school had more. I love the people that's there to encourage the kids and also to be on them when they are not playing real good. Because when you look around and see a superstar that played for you at Tanner sitting there behind you, you should play harder. And that's the one good thing about Tanner, but it's also difficult, man, I know, because of I'm not saying it's pressure, but, man, it is pressure.
And Jordan's not following any kind of Hall of Fame coaches or anything.
No,
that coach there, the Tanner girls.
What was that guy's name again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Some kind of color.
Hey, let's go way
blue,
back. Let's go way
green.
back. How about Miss Blakely?
Oh, Debbie. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's always been somebody there.
Absolutely. Two great Hall of Fame coaches right there.
Absolutely.
I'm giving shout out and love to my boy Quentin. That's always there on the side. Quentin's one of the good guys there that I think he runs the. I would say Quentin he's the runner of the community down there now. Quentin Macklin, he's the man.
That's good.
He's the man.
Tell you what, once school starts back, you get going, it'll be the county tournament for you. You can blink your eye.
That's right. You're exactly right.
That's right.
Be back at Ardmore again this year.
That's right.
Is that where the tournament is this year?
Yeah.
At Ardmore?
Hey, Jordan, I know you saw this too. I also got some bad news for all the ladies in Tanner. I saw where Big Matt's been taken off the market.
Big Matt is off the market, man.
Good Lord. I hope she makes him shave just to see what Matt looks like when he was
without
13,
that beard.
12. That'd be awesome.
He's kind of baby-faced without that beard.
That's awesome.
Good. Well, thanks a lot for joining us, Coach Paul.
Good luck, Coach.
Good luck,
man.
Thank you.
And,
appreciate it.
Except one time.
Except this one time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
If you're looking to spruce up the look of your home or business, Usselton Landscaping can produce beautiful results, providing mowing and trimming, mulching and landscape design, brush clearing and tree cutting, drainage and water diversion, pressure washing, junk removal, storm and disaster cleanup, and many other services. Usselton Landscaping is a family-owned business focusing on building quality relationships with their customers. Visit their Facebook page and check out their work for satisfied customers, then call or text 874-1357 to see what they can can do for you. Usselton Landscaping, 874-1357.
Hey guys, this is Joanna for CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. Many of you are searching for Bible study materials for your Bible classes. Our best-selling Bible curriculum, Discovering God's Way, is a reliable tool for teaching students of all ages through the Bible in its entirety. We're sure you'll love this curriculum, and if you'd like to see other options of Bible classes, we'll be happy to help you select from our topical studies. So stop struggling with the search and come by and let us help you select reliable and meaningful study materials for your class today. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
Have yourself a Merry Wi-Fi Christmas with fiber-fast internet from Ardmore Telephone Company. Enjoy a broadband connection that can handle all the holiday hoopla and new gadgets from Santa Claus. Get the gift that doesn't require wrapping, faster internet service. Sign up now. New internet customers get the first month free. Call ATC at 800-830-9946 before jolly old St. Nick and your guests arrive. Broadband speeds are based on best availability in your area.
Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Be listening for Limestone County Area High School basketball this season from Play Action Sports. Hear coverage of girls and boys action from ABS, Clements, East Limestone, Elkmont, James Clemens, Lindsay Lane, Tanner, and West Limestone online at pasnetwork.net on your Amazon Echo device or on your Play Action Sports app. Afterwards, you can download each game from the archives or stream it on demand. While you're there, check out our schedule of upcoming games. Limestone County Area High School basketball from Play Action Sports.
Hi, this is Scott Hunter, former Alabama Crimson Tide and NFL quarterback, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung, old Tomcat here alongside Tojo J. Vassar, Slate the Wonder Kid, and producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. Coach Legg had to bug out. He's going to a basketball game of his daughter's. And we've got this man, one of our favorites of all times, on the Tailgate Talk special guest segment brought to you by Yellowhammer Roofing, the president of the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, Mr. Bob Kendrick. Bob, welcome back.
Hey, man, it is great to be back. Thank you guys so much for having me.
No, man, I mean, I'd come in off vacation to get to talk to you, dude. I've got to get up there. It's Kansas City, right? I got to get there. I want to walk through that place and see it.
Yeah, no, it's special. It is special, and we love to have you guys come up and see us, man. Maybe do your show live from Negro Leagues Baseball Museum. It'd be pretty.
Tim, we need a sponsor.
That would be neat. Yeah,
that would be awesome.
We do go on the road from time to time.
How long a drive is it to Kansas City from here?
Oh, I don't know.
But I'm wasting
8
time.
hours, maybe?
I'm wasting time when we could be talking to Bob. So don't be asking. Don't let me ask you any questions. Bob, what's new, man? Talk to us.
A little bit of everything. I'm still smiling, as you can well imagine, with my man Buck O'Neil finally getting into the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Of course, the vote took place on Sunday, December the 5th, and 15 years later, after he missed by one vote,
wow,
he finally gets in.
Long overdue.
And it's long overdue, and of course, it's mixed emotions because he passed away shortly. Well, he passed away in 2006, the same year the election took place, and he passed away in October of 2006. So, it's a little bit of mixed emotion because we missed that opportunity to celebrate with him. But it doesn't diminish the accomplishment and the impact that it could potentially have on Buck's museum, the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum. And so I've been smiling ever since, man. And it was some anxious moments leading up to that vote. But when Josh Rawitz, who is the president of the National Baseball Hall of Fame, started to read the bio, we knew right away that he was about to introduce Buck O'Neil as one of the latest entrants into the National Baseball Hall of Fame. And I felt like the weight of the world had been lifted off my shoulders. I exhaled, and then I was overcome with emotions.
I could imagine.
Because, you can think about what happened 15 years ago when I had to deliver the news to Buck that he didn't get enough votes to get in.
Wow.
And it was as painful of something that I've ever had to do. And who handled it better than anybody?
Buck. Yep. Yes, sir. Every time I hear the name Buck O'Neil, and when it's on press or ESPN, it's always preceded by two words: the Great. Buck O'Neil. Yes, sir.
The Great. He was special. He was special, and I was so blessed, fellas, to have had the opportunity to travel all over this country, hanging out with Buck, playing golf, car rides, breakfast, lunch, dinner, meetings with potential sponsors, and the whole 9 yards. And there I was hanging out with him, and I was very fortunate and blessed to do so. And I remind people all the time, the smartest thing that I ever did was I kept my mouth closed and I listened.
I see.
I listened. And all the wisdom that he would and could impart, I tried to soak it up. I tried to soak it up, and now I kind of draw from that virtually every single day. I tell people all the time, I talk to Buck O'Neil almost every day. There's not a day, as you can well imagine, that goes by that I don't think about Buck. But I talk to Buck almost every single day. Now, he doesn't always talk back to me. But
that's great.
Well, I was thinking that this was the first year that players from the Negro Leagues were eligible.
No.
For some reason.
No, okay. Right now, with the addition of 3 more Negro Leaguers, because not only did Buck get in, but Bud Fowler, who was the first black professional baseball player. Bud Fowler was also one that also got enough votes to get in off the early era ballot. And of course, on the Golden Days ballot, the legendary Minnie Minoso.
Okay.
Who began his career with the New York Cubans in the Negro Leagues.
Wow.
And I was thrilled, too, that Minnie Minoso got in, because Minnie was also on the ballot in 2006 when Buck missed getting in. Minnie also missed. And you know what, fellas? The thing that really made it so disappointing to me was that both of those men were still alive at that time.
Yes.
We missed a tremendous opportunity to have their living presences there in Cooperstown.
Yes.
Which would have truly made it historic.
Yeah.
And both of those men have now passed on, but I'm thrilled that they both will go into the Hall of Fame together. I spent many occasions here in Kansas City and in other places around the country hanging out with Minnie Minoso. And Minnie Minoso had that same gregarious personality that Buck O'Neil had as well. When either one of those men walked into the room lit up. You knew they were in there. And it was just positive energy that exuded from both of them. And they were just delightful people to be around. And, to hear Minnie tell his story of coming from Cuba, bypassing other more lucrative opportunities to play professional baseball in other countries, to come to the United States so that he could pursue the American dream. And then go on and leave the Negro Leagues and go into Major League Baseball, initially with Cleveland. Didn't get a fair shake in Cleveland. And then Cleveland traded him to the Chicago White Sox, where Minnie Minoso became the heart and soul of the Chicago White Sox. As I tell people, he put the go in the Go-Go White Sox.
That's great.
And
we're talking about a dynamic leadoff hitter, speed, power, great throwing arm. He brought that charisma and energy and excitement. And for the Afro-Latino ball player, many may know so, was the Jackie Robinson for Latino baseball players.
Okay.
And not just his native Cuba, but for Latino baseball players around the globe. He did the exact same thing that Jackie Robinson did for African-American players to dream about playing in the major leagues.
That is great.
You know, I got to thinking. I must have been thinking about the deal with the inclusion of their stats.
The stats, absolutely.
That's what I was thinking about. So
yes. And it's so interesting that we're doing this interview almost exactly a year from when Major League Baseball made that historic announcement that it was recognizing the Negro Leagues for what we already knew it to be, a major league, and that it was going to roll in the statistics of the Negro Leagues into the annals of Major League Baseball history. That was December 16th of 2020.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yeah. So almost a year to the date, we're having this conversation, and it's been an amazing ride for the Negro Leagues and the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum really ever since. The interest has just continued to grow in this amazing story. And we're so excited about it. And now we look forward to 2022 with some major milestone things that we're going to celebrate next year that we think can be, number one, tremendously valuable for those who are fans of our sport, but also those who are fans of history, but also have an opportunity to really elevate the recognition and the financial stability of the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum. So I am really excited about the prospect of 2022.
Now, Bob, was this like they call the veterans vote, or did they change it to the Golden Era vote or something?
They changed it, but you're right on in terms of that would have been what it used to have been called. And so they created two special committees, one the Early Era Committee and then the Golden Days Committee.
Okay.
Now, this Early Era Committee will still continue to meet every 10 years, from what I understand, and the Golden Days Committee will meet every 3 years for the possibility of other players who may have been overlooked to get into the National Baseball Hall of Fame. And it would have been exact to the old Veterans Committee. And honestly, guys, when the election in 2006, there were 17 Negro Leaguers who went into the Hall of Fame. And as I mentioned, Buck O'Neil and Benny Minoso, unfortunately, were left out. And that was supposed to be the end of the opportunity for Negro League players to be considered for the Hall of Fame. Yeah, that was it. They were going to close the door on the Negro Leagues. That committee had been tasked with putting in all the players they believed deserved to be in the National Baseball Hall of Fame. And so I had resigned in the fact that this was never going to happen for Buck. Well, if you recall, the Hall of Fame subsequently came back and created the Buck O'Neil Lifetime Achievement Award and erected a life-size statue of Buck in the Hall of Fame. Buck O'Neil is the only baseball player to have a life-size statue in the National Baseball Hall of Fame. And you know what? I was like, okay, well, I'm good with that. They didn't do something that was token. This is very significant. And I had resigned in the fact that this was going to be it for Buck. There was never going to be another opportunity. And I had moved on. And then we caught wind of this possibility of this committee being established and Buck's name possibly being on the ballot. So now the door kind of was cracked. And as it turned out, Buck's name gets on this 10-person ballot. There were 7 Negro Leaguers and 3 former Major Leaguers on the Early Era ballot. And this time, the verdict went our way. And it was just, as you can imagine, pure elation and jubilation. I was initially not going to have people gather at the museum. I was going to do this in solitude. And fortunately, my better mind came to the forefront. And I said, you know what? I said, Bob, let's invite people down. Because in 2006, we had some 300-plus people who had gathered there for what we all thought was going to be a Hall of Fame celebration announcement.
Yeah.
And it was devastating when the verdict didn't go our way. And I wasn't sure I wanted to relive that. And so I wasn't going to do it. And then at the 13th hour, I decided against that. And I said, let's invite people. And we had another 300-plus people who had gathered there at the museum on December 5th. And you know what? I think, too, what finally kind of registered for me was you don't want to go through this in solitude. So you either going to have a lot of people to hug or a lot of shoulders to cry on.
I agree. There you go. I love the way you think, Bob. I love that.
Now, Bob, is this vote every year, or is it just did you say it was every 10 years?
For the early era, it looks like it's going to be every 10 years.
Okay.
For the golden days, looks like every 3 years that committee will meet.
Okay.
So it may be now 10 years before another Negro Leagues player will get the opportunity, because I can tell you, while I'm elated about Buck O'Neil and Bud Fowler, I was just as disappointed by a player by the name of John Wesley Donaldson. John Wesley Donaldson, guys, was one of the greatest pitchers this game has ever seen. I honestly thought that he would get in because there's so much quantifiable data on Donaldson. And let me tell you, the numbers are staggering. Over 400 verifiable wins.
Wow.
Over 5,000 strikeouts that are documented. Now, he's early era black baseball, and then, of course, moved into the Negro Leagues when the leagues were formed in 1920. A dominating left-handed pitcher who the great Satchel Paige idolized. Now, if Satchel Paige idolized you, you got to be a bad man.
Yes.
You got to be a bad man. And Donaldson was a bad man. I do a podcast called Black Diamonds.
Yeah.
And we do this with Sirius XM Radio. And so we did the story of John Donaldson, and I had my dear friends CeCe Sabathia,
yes,
David Price, and the great Dave Stewart on that show. And I'm telling them some of these feats about John Donaldson, and their minds are blown.
And this era of outstanding baseball it preceded video cameras. I mean, even in the 50s and,
Oh, absolutely.
I'd love just to come back and watch some of those games.
Yeah, and you know what's so interesting is they discovered a 39-second home video of John Donaldson.
Oh, wow.
And this video goes back to the early 1900s.
Wow.
And someone had this old video camera, and it had been this video had been somewhere under somebody's bed for 60 years.
Wow.
And it was discovered. They were able to clean it up, and it's the only known video of John Donaldson. And the Donaldson Network, who has done, 3 decades plus of research on John Donaldson, showed this to some scouts and other people to watch his delivery. And they all said he would have been dominating in any league. Wouldn't matter what league. And of course, back then, you could only play who you could play.
Yeah,
exactly. I remind people all the time, it wasn't their fault that they couldn't compete in the major leagues. They just weren't allowed. So you had to play who you could play. And so they played any and everybody they could play. And he dominated. And so I was disappointed that he didn't get in. But this video is amazing. To watch this great left-hander do his thing. And like I said, J.L. Wilkinson, who owned a team called the All Nations before they became the Kansas City Monarchs, he basically had John Donaldson as a hired hand. He would farm Donaldson out to other teams because he was that dominant, and they were paying top dollar to have Donaldson come and pitch for their teams. So J.L. Wilkinson was making a lot of money from John Donaldson. And I think that's why Satchel really idolized John Donaldson, because Satchel understood that this could be something that he could emulate. And he did. Wow. Satchel became a barnstorming legend. And of course, Satchel Paige's roots right there in Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't know what y'all put in the water there, but man, I want some of it.
And Bob, just reading here on Wikipedia about John, it says here he established himself as a stellar pitcher, posting a reported record of 44-3. His known highlights of that season included an 18-inning, 31 strikeout game.
Good grief.
A 27 strikeout performance at least 4 separate occasions, and he whiffed 19 batters.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. No, there were multiple 30 strikeout games. And so when I'm telling CC and David Price and Stu this, their mouths dropped open.
Get this man in the Hall of Fame.
This man in the Hall of Fame is right.
Let's get a petition up, Bob.
Yeah. You're talking about they could only play who they could play. Well, if they had been able to go into the major leagues, they probably wouldn't have been facing, players as good as they'd faced.
Yeah.
And
as it was.
So. Absolutely. So there was no inferior players there, in particularly when we talking about the Negro Leagues. The talent was so steep. And that's what we try to help understand. And I understand that we've been kind of, I don't know, it's been embedded in us that Major League Baseball was superior because it was the Major League.
Yeah.
But no one knew about the Negro Leagues. And people are just learning about that great talent. But when I tell them, and it saddens me, because I don't think we've had an opportunity to talk much about the fact that, the late, great Henry Aaron passed away in January of this year. Right. Another guy from Mobile, Alabama.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Willie Mays from Birmingham, Alabama. Before Mr. Aaron passed away, it gave me great pride to say that the two greatest living major leaguers were both former Negro League stars.
Yes.
Henry Aaron began his career with the Indianapolis Clowns. Willie Mays began his career with the Birmingham Black Barons. They're just a sampling of the tremendous talent that was there in the Negro Leagues.
Yeah.
And so it's not far-fetched to believe that there could have been players who were better than Henry Aaron and Willie Mays that we didn't get to see.
Yeah.
Now, that is scary to think.
Wow.
I still haven't forgotten the first time you were ever on here, and I was asking you about which player was the best that got very little recognition, and you immediately popped out Cool Papa Bell. So
Cool Papa Bell.
I got to ask him. I got to bring him up every time you're on the show, man. I'm very impressed.
The speed.
Yes, sir.
The speed was legendary. The speed was legendary, but it was real. Yeah. It was absolutely real.
How tall was he?
He was about 5'10", 5'11", very slightly built. He was a switch hitter, but primarily from the left-hand side. And Cool Papa Bell comes to the Negro Leagues with the St. Louis Stars. He comes to the Negro Leagues as a pitcher. And as fate would have it, he hurt his arm.
Oh, wow.
And when he hurt his arm, they moved him to the outfield. And that's when the legend of Cool Papa Bell starts to take off. Because he's running down everything in the outfield. Literally running it down. He didn't have a strong throwing arm because he had hurt his arm.
Right.
But he had a very quick release. And he could play so shallow because he could just get on his horse and go get it. And as a hitter, Cool Papa Bell never hit under 300. And so he could slap that thing around. He would turn singles into doubles, doubles into triples, a lot of inside the park home runs. He twice, and this is the honest to God's truth, he twice scored from first base on a bunt in exhibition games against Major League All-Stars.
I love it. Now, do they sell like old jerseys that remanufactured jerseys with teams like that, St. Louis Stars and Kansas City Monarchs?
Evansville Flannel is the best in the business. They sell what I call the authentic replica jerseys. We carry some of their jerseys, and these things are handmade. They are beautiful pieces. Now, we do have some other replica jerseys, but the ones at Evansville Flannel out of Seattle, Washington, these things, guys, are absolutely gorgeous. They're meticulously made to look identical to the way that the jerseys that those players in the Negro Leagues wore. They are absolutely the best in the business at making those, what I call authentic replicas. But yet teams like the St. Louis Stars and the Kansas City Monarchs, the great Homestead Grays and Pittsburgh Crawfords, Birmingham Black Barons, the Memphis Red Sox, and Baltimore Eli Giants. One of my favorite teams is the Eli Giants. Now, it's spelled elite.
Oh, okay.
But it's pronounced elite. Yeah, you make those Negro Leaguers mad and you call them the elite Giants. They were the elite Giants.
Now, Bob, you've had a connection with this bunch that's trying to get a team started in Nashville. Do you know what the progress is?
It got a little bit delayed because of COVID, and so we're still working very diligently to do this. I think Nashville is primed and ready for Major League Baseball.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And how special would it be for this team to be the first ever Major League team named for a Negro Leagues team? The team would be called the Nashville Stars. Mm-hmm. We've got a great group of people that are working on this, a great group of investors. But we're talking about people like Justin Timberlake and others who are part of this group that's trying to bring professional baseball, Major League Baseball, to Nashville. Hopefully now, once we can get this work stoppage resolved and we get a new agreement in place, which I'm convinced will happen, I think everybody's cooler heads and smarter heads will come to the forefront here. Our game is now starting to trend in the right direction. Yeah. We can't afford a long work stoppage. Mm-mm. And I think all the players to be understand that. So I'm very confident that we'll get this labor issue resolved, and hopefully sometime in 2022, 2023, that we will look at this opportunity for expansion. Major League Baseball has made it no secret that they want to expand line geographically to make it more geographically palatable, and Nashville, we think, is a perfect place for baseball to look at expansion.
And Bob, look how they're doing with hockey and NFL. I mean, they're showing out, selling out,
Absolutely.
And MLB would do great in Nashville.
Yeah, no, we're excited about the possibility. We're looking forward to get to present our case sometime, we hope, in the very near future. There are already great stadium plans that are already in place, sites and these kinds of things. And so we feel we're very optimistic about this opportunity. And man, I can tell you now, it would be so special for the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum. This would be a game changer for the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum. And it falls right in line with everything that Major League Baseball has said is important to the game. Yeah. Diversity, inclusion, equity, it's all wrapped up inside this opportunity to name this team and have it there in Nashville and have the Negro Leagues move right to the forefront as a part of Major League Baseball history. It's really interesting that in 1920, when Rube Foster created the Negro Leagues here in Kansas City, he thought he would create a league that was so dynamic that he would actually force Major League Baseball's hand to expand. And under Rube Foster's vision, you would have maybe absorbed 4 of those 8 teams into the major leagues. And then all of that other great talent would have been moved to those 4 teams. And you would have had complete integration in our game way back in 1920. Yeah. That's how forward-thinking Rube Foster was. He was almost right. Instead, Major League Baseball focused on the field. But this would be an incredible opportunity.
It would. Well, Bob, once again, we've still want to talk more, but we've come to the end of our time, my friend.
But like I said, let's get John a petition, get him in there because he deserves it.
Yeah, we need to get John Donaldson in the Hall of Fame, fellas. This picture is too good to have been overlooked again, and that piece does definitely sadden me. But we'll keep working at it.
Bob, you have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
Hey, same to you guys. Thanks again for having me on.
Thank you, Bob, for your time, buddy.
Okay.
All right.
See you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Kendrick, the president of the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum. Talk baseball all day with him. Love it. It's time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Congratulations to Chris McNeil of East Limestone, our Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Chris picks up a gift card from the Athens Applebee's and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. Go to tailgatetalk.net and enter your nominations for future polls. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk after this.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
Smith's Heating and Cooling in Elkmont is your friendly local contractor servicing most brands of equipment and proudly installing industry-leading Rheem systems. Whether it's an air conditioner, gas furnace, heat pump, or indoor air quality system, Smith's Heating and Cooling takes pride in their exceptional installation and 24/7 customer service after the fact. They offer financing too. Call 777-5450 today to schedule an appointment or a free no-obligation consultation. Smith's Heating and Cooling. Call 777-5450. Visit them on Facebook or online at smithsheatingandcoolingllc.com. Are you getting the propane service you deserve? At Ferguson LP Gas in Ardmore, you always get the most value for your dollar, professional gas personnel who make safety a high priority, and you can always get in touch with them any day of the year at any time. They accept Visa and MasterCard too. So if you're not happy with your present propane supplier, join the many who have made the switch. Give Ferguson LP Gas in Ardmore a call at 256-423-3320. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy. Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65. The Play Action Sports Report is back in podcast form. Look for it every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform. The Play Action Sports Report. Scores, interviews, highlights, and more from school, youth, and amateur sports in Athens and Limestone County. The Play Action Sports Report every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform or online at pasnetwork.net.
Hey, this is Curly Hallman. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung, old Tomcat here alongside Tojo J. Vassar, Slate the Wonder Kid, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. And we've got another guest in studio, Denny Smith with Hits Travel Baseball. Denny, welcome to the show.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to be here.
It's your first time here, isn't it?
It is.
All right.
Take it easy on me.
You come in. Well, yeah,
it is the hot seat.
Yeah, that's the hot seat. You come in a great time to listen to the interview with Bob Kendrick and just the history and stuff that goes on, that went on in the Negro Leagues that we will never see. So, well, speaking of baseball, tell a little bit about Hits and where you're located. We talked off the air, but go ahead and tell your story.
Just a few miles up the road here. It's Hits, located on Walter Reed Road, and there's several different age groups. They start all the way down, I think it's age 8. All the way through. There's the Hits organization there, and also the East Coast Sox. They have both organizations, and Hits has some really great facilities, indoor batting cages. You don't just have to be a travel player to come there and work out, but you can go in there and hit. Indoor workout facilities, pitching mounds, but we're fortunate to have that facility here close by, so our kids can get in some off-season work and get ready for next season.
That's great. It'll be here before you know.
It will be. It will.
And when does the season usually start, Danny?
Well, we can do the frozen ropes and start as early as the end of February. We're probably going to sit that one out, but we're giving it some thought. Our first tournament that we're actually looking at is going to be a fundraiser for the Big Oak Ranch.
Okay.
And Brody Kroll and his organization there. And we're thinking about playing in that one, but if we don't play in that one's going to be a weather permitting.
Okay.
So we kind of hate to look that far ahead, but if we do have a chance to play weather permitting, it'll be February 28th. If not, then we'll play March 12th. We'll open up our season March 12th. But we're trying to get in a lot of off-season work right now. We're not doing a lot of throwing at this point, but we're working with former wide receiver for the University of Alabama, Nikita Stover.
Okay.
He is doing our off-season workouts. We're focusing on speed, agility, and strength training, trying to get our kids ready.
And congratulations to him. He's the new head football coach at Decatur Heritage.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, saw that.
I'm glad Todd's not here, so it's an inside joke there with Todd. But, I was telling you off there that buddy of mine, Trey Langston, helps you, and Trey did a great job with my son in rec league, and we think a lot of him and Tara and Aiden, and we know a lot of the kids that play on the team. So it's a great organization, and just glad that y'all could do it here for kids in Limestone County and the city of Athens.
Well, I appreciate that. It's a fun group to coach and a great group of parents, and we're really looking forward to the season.
What's the oldest age group that you coach?
Well, this is just 10U as far as what I
10U?
coach. Yeah,
Okay.
I just have the one team, but there are several other, coaches with the different age groups that go all the way up through with hits.
Okay.
Now, how far out will you go as tournament-wise?
Well, that's one of the reasons we're having a fundraiser. So, and a couple things to get us involved in. We're actually going to go to the Perfect Game World Series.
Okay.
That'll be June 8th through the 11th in Orange Beach, Gulf Shores. We're also planning to go to a tournament over in Oxford, Mississippi, playing a USSSA tournament there. So a couple, trips overnight that we'll have for the kids, and they always look forward to the overnight trips.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They have as much fun off the baseball field as they do on the baseball field, getting together. And, I think these are the memories they'll remember for the rest of their life. They won't remember the wins and losses, but they'll remember the times they got to spend together and hopefully form friendships that last a lifetime.
Don't sell them short. They'll remember the wins and losses. Trust me. Trust me on that.
Now, if somebody want to get involved with y'all, how can they do that?
Well, they can email me as far as our 10U team goes. My email is dws35603@charter.net, or they can find the HITS Facebook page. HITS has a Facebook page that they can reach out to, or just by calling the HITS main number there at the facility, someone could get in touch with them there. And we hold tryouts each year.
Okay.
So if there are kids that are wanting to come and try out, once our spring season concludes at the middle of June there, we will actually have tryouts. And we've got a lot of local kids, but we do have some kids as far away as the Shoals area that come and play.
Yeah.
So we're always hoping to find some good kids that are really excited and want to be part of HITS baseball.
Off the air, you said you was going to Perfect Game. I was thinking the one over in Georgia, just outside of Rome.
Yeah,
that Cartersville area.
Yeah. They've got a new facility there.
Yeah, it's under a different name, I think.
It is Lake Point, I think.
Lake Point.
Lake Point. But most of our Perfect Game tournaments will be around in this area.
Okay.
Florence, Muscle Shoals, Hartsville, Coleman. There's several locations nearby.
Gotcha.
So,
well, as far as you say, this is your first year coaching
the HITS 10U team.
As far as your background goes, you told me off air you went to the Bible school, so I'm assuming you played for Coach Merle, who's been there forever. I think this will be his 50th year.
Wow,
probably so.
Now, how long's Melvin been there?
I don't know about Melvin.
Melvin's probably been at least 25 years.
Yeah, he's been there
the mailman, as we would say.
The mailman,
absolutely, absolutely. Honored to play for Coach Merle and Coach Miller there. Graduated in 92, and then I was fortunate enough to sign an athletic scholarship with Calhoun. Played 2 years at Calhoun and was actually on some very good teams, 93, 94. Our 93 team actually set the school record, if my memory serves me correctly, with wins. We won 40. And 40-21. I guess you do remember wins and losses.
No doubt about it.
Now, did you play with Jorge Posada?
No, he was actually a year, and then that's probably the most asked question I get.
Okay.
Did I play with Jorge? He actually played a year before me.
Okay.
And he had already gotten drafted at that time by the Yankees. But yes, everybody wants to know about Jorge.
The reason why I say that, my sister was a cheerleader for basketball.
Oh, okay.
I think she was there in 90, 91, something like that. And her best friend was a cheerleader as well. He tried to ask her out several times, and she wouldn't do it. And to this day, she still kicks herself. Not sticking with it.
You know, he came back I guess it's 3 or 4 years ago. He was inducted in the Alabama High School Sports Hall of Fame there in Montgomery. And so it's nice to be able to go back and look back and see that.
Jeff Wells.
Yes. I played with him, an outstanding pitcher.
His dad, they went to New York. This has been several years ago, and he said Dad went behind the plate, and they were out there warming up, and all he hollered out was "Warhawks, Calhoun Warhawks," and said Jorge turned around and he waved at him. Remember Mr. Wales? So, it's Coach Freaky, he did a great job down there.
Great job.
And now they got baseball back, so it's good going on.
It'll be
down
fun
there.
to watch.
Absolutely.
Now, did you play baseball at Bible school with Lane Leopard?
No, he's a couple years younger.
A couple years younger?
Yeah,
Okay.
a couple years younger.
Lane's
than
an old
me.
friend.
Yep.
How sad is it to see the baseball field?
Oh, it is.
And the gym,
It is. It's hard to ride by there. I have with my 10-year-old son saying, I can tell you about this and this, and even a gas station there at one time, and you could hit the baseball off the gas station. I think
that was a poke if you hit the ball that far.
I think Richard Graham. I remember hit one off the filling station there, the Shell station there at one time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, scoreboard's still up.
No, I think it's gone.
Is it down now?
Yeah, it's all gone.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
they're getting after that Bryant Bank real fast. Looks like they're going to put a football field out there as big as a lot is.
I told Tim, I said, somebody should have went out there and dug up the home plate and took it home with them.
Well, I did get a piece of Todd went out there and got me some pieces of the basketball court, so I'm going to see if I can maybe get them cut up into some little pieces.
You ought to get the flashbacks to autograph.
Yeah.
That way you could have the flashbacks, because that's where the gym was.
I don't know. I didn't get any part of the stage.
Okay.
So,
who got the curtain? I wonder.
I don't know. I had heard that the bleachers and everything were up on eBay or something. I think that was like I don't know if that was like a fake marketplace post or what.
Now, are they fundraising for the ball fields and stuff for the behind the school? Or is that just or how's that coming along?
Are they what now?
Like doing fundraisers, like we sell the cards and all that.
Oh, I'm sure they are. I mean, the ABS is big on the fundraisers. I don't know how that's going to work. I'm trying to. I guess they'll still play their home games at Tanner again this year, like they did last year, because I don't see the baseball field being done by this year.
Yeah.
So.
That'd take a lot of dirt back there to fill that in. We're behind the new school.
Well, I think they got some of the dirt from the Athens Stadium.
Okay.
Whenever they put their turf field in. I think.
So, Denny, how many tournaments y'all play is the turf field?
Well, we'll play in the Albertville tournament. We're going to play in Albertville. If anyone's seen the facilities there, they have tremendous fields there in Albertville. They've got an entire complex right there. They call it the Sand Mountain Amphitheater area. And we'll probably play there maybe once or twice this year. We really enjoy playing over there. You don't have to worry about rain, any kind of field conditions, because it's really nice. And then if we do travel over to Oxford, those fields are turf, so we'll have a couple different tournaments on turf. And we're going to probably play 7 or 8 different tournaments this year.
You ain't got to worry about washing clothes.
No, that's right. So.
And not getting the dirt out of them anyway.
Yeah.
You might have to wash and get the stink out of them every now and then.
That's right.
Because they are kids.
That's right.
Before we let you go, one more time, how can we get in touch with you in case got kids want to try out?
Absolutely. You can contact me for the hits, DWS35603 @ And I do want to mention real quick that we're doing banner sponsorships for this upcoming season, 2022. If any business has got an end-of-the-year marketing or business expense they want to reach out, we would love for them to be either a gold sponsor at $400 or a silver sponsor at $250, they can contact me at my email address, and we would love for them to market their business with Hits 10U for the 2022 season.
That's great.
So thank you guys for having me today. Appreciate it. And
Good luck.
If we can ever help you, let me know.
And keep Trey straight.
All right. I will do. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Denny Smith with Hits Travel Baseball. It's time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. If you're running out of space and a yard sale just isn't an option, Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage gives you the choice. Midpoint Storage on Highway 72 East has traditional or climate-controlled units along with spaces for your boat or RV. Buddy Box offers convenient, secured, portable storage units delivered right to your home. They're both locally owned, too. Call 256-800-4249. Look for them on Facebook or online at midpoint.storage.com or buddyboxstorage.com. It's a win-win situation. Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage. 256-800-4249. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
First National Bank is a name everyone in the community will recognize. We see it in our schools, in our parks, and in our homes. First National Bank is proud to help make our community great. I'm First National Bank Student Advisory Board member Carla Serrato from Tanner High School, and I love to help represent First National Bank in my community. First National Bank, making communities great. Member FDIC.
This is Bella LaFontaine with Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We take care of all the basics. We take care of cockroaches, ants, wasps. As far as rodents go, most places they'll trap or poison, and that's the end of it. What we do is we're actually going to find the entry points, and we're going to take care of that for you. We do a lot of work with a lot of realtors here in town to bring houses to the closing table. So one of the big things about us is that we're not a sales company. We are a service provider. So we're not looking to meet a sales quota. We're looking to get a house ready to go to closing and get our customers taken care of. This is Bella LaFontaine, Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We are located at 3413 6th Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. Phone number is 256-701-7095.
Have yourself a merry Wi-Fi Christmas with fiber fast internet from Ardmore Telephone Company. Enjoy a broadband connection that can handle all the holiday hoopla and new gadgets from Santa Claus. Give the gift that doesn't require wrapping. Faster internet service. Sign up now. New internet customers get the first month free. Call ATC at 800-830-9946 before jolly old St. Nick and your guests arrive. Broadband speeds are based on best availability in your area.
Hey, this is Michael Parker, head football coach at Plymouth High School, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
I'm all about that action. 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 I said I'm all about that action.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Been a great show so far. Tom McClung, old Tomcat here alongside Tojo J. Vassar, Slate the Wonder Kid, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, and we've got our main man, the Swami of the SEC. Tomcat met him in the bathroom up there in the press box.
We saved the best for last.
We saved the best for last. AP, welcome back, bud.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. So glad to be on Applebee's Tailgate Talk. It'll be KAC 1080 AM, Athens, Alabama.
I tell you, I was telling them, AP, I wish I was with you the other night in Birmingham, that night of the Legends. That looked like it was a great night.
Oh, yeah, that was just the first quarter. We have the second, third, and fourth quarter tonight. I have to dress up and wear my tuxedo again.
Sweet.
Wow. I'd love to be there. Talk to them guys.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Listen to him say he has to
football.
And they haven't changed a bit, really, AP. I know they can't play no more, but they it's just like, they ain't changed none.
No, they're the trailblazers of Alabama football. I mean, that was the implementation of the wishbone offense and the integration of the football program 1971 on the field.
And don't tell them they can't play no more.
That's right.
To their face, anyway.
A few plays, anyway.
It's great to see Kerry Good there, too, AP.
Yeah.
I saw him over in
Kerry.
Atlanta. And
yes.
Great guy, great ball player.
Yeah, he's everybody's hero. Kerry is. He's that type of person, and every time I see him, I just got to go. I give him a big kiss. That's what I do when I see him.
I remember those games between Tanner and Hazelwood. Kerry, Pierre, Clyde.
Yes.
You think, well, we can get Hazelwood this year. We got some athletes, and next thing you know, here goes Pierre around the corner, up the middle. You couldn't catch him. Couldn't get a hand on him.
No, and you were chasing the same name every year.
Every year.
G-O-O-D-E.
Yes, sir.
Back in the Jersey. Yeah, fantastic family.
So in this time between the SEC championship game and the first bowl
semifinal,
game, what's AP Steadham do?
Well, we're at this event, and then we watched the recruiting a little bit. I mean, I can't chase all these 17-year-olds around the country, but if somebody catches my eye, you're like Najee Julio or somebody like that. But I mean, Alabama had another great class, and then I always tell people, if you thought Alabama was a pro team before, wait till this transfer portal. And we've seen some evidence with Eli Ricks coming on board.
Yeah.
You might get Butte, the wide receiver from LSU, coming to Tuscaloosa. It's just he's going to manage his roster very well. Some coaches, believe it or not, they have issues. Look, I'm pointing out Auburn. I could be pointing out anyone, but they did not have enough offensive linemen or credible offensive linemen to, help their quarterback and their team the last couple of years, and it affected them.
Gus did not
in the transfer portal. Maybe he doesn't transfer if his offensive line is better.
I don't know about that. I'm not sure.
Right.
But Gus dropped the ball on that. I don't know if he thought he could just, get grad transfers every year, JUCOs every year, but he didn't recruit a high school offensive tackle since 2017. This is ridiculous.
My goodness. Yeah. No, I mean, that's the league that separates everyone else from the different leagues. Big people who can move on the defensive line. So you better counter with a good offensive line. You can't have the low average. I mean, you can't operate. You can't win enough ball games.
Auburn's offensive line this year could, and this is obvious, against maybe the smaller teams, they do well. But when it comes time to line up, move the line of scrimmage a yard, and, so your tailback can get that 1 yard first down, they just did not have it.
No. Even Alabama, with all their 5 stars, had trouble in the short yardage situation. And we saw how Auburn dominated them with the 7 sacks, and that's against a mobile quarterback. Think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, that was embarrassing. And they as I stated, I think before, they listened to the offensive coaches and did a better job preparing for those blitzes and exotic schemes from Georgia. That was terrific play by the offensive line. Hats off to them.
Yeah.
AP, what do you think Butte will transfer? I've been hearing that he might. I'm hearing he might stay. What have you heard?
Yeah, when you hear somebody talk about it strongly, the percentages are saying that they will move. We saw where the Johnson brothers are going to Texas A&M.
Yeah.
We saw who's the person who ended up staying. Oh, Miles Brennan.
Miles
right?
Brennan, yeah.
Yep.
Somebody else made an exit, so he did a double. The double move.
Yeah.
The hesitation move, we call it, right?
Yeah.
He thought he was going, and the quarterback left. He said, "Oh, okay, I'll stay." So the carousel of chairs, he faked them out on that move. He's staying at LSU. He'll get his chance.
Yeah, one of the biggest, I think the biggest recruiting move that Coach Harsin done this year was getting Tank to stay. Because everybody that I talk to or follow on the Twitter, I don't have those kind of connections, but Tank was gone. Right. He was headed to the portal like Bo.
Yeah. Yes, right. Yeah, he ended up staying, which is great for them because he's an outstanding player, all SEC type.
Yep.
So that's good for Coach Harsin because I think that would have been, some rocks fell down the mountain with Bo Nix, of course, but it would have been an avalanche if Bo Nix and Tank Bigsby transferred.
Yes.
So he cut that off at the pass.
Yeah.
And,
where do you see him landing? Where do you see Bo landing at?
I was talking to somebody about that last night, and he seems to be very careful. He must be vetting all these coaches and their comments and making sure that there's not any other quarterbacks on the horizon. I mean, Ole Miss could be a place for him.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin has done wonders. My thing with Lane Kiffin is he's a tremendous play caller. I'm not sure if he's the technician of training quarterbacks, but you could solve that issue by getting somebody on staff.
Yeah.
But I think eventually, I think Bo Nix, one way or another, he's probably going to play Auburn again. It seems as he's looking at somehow, some way.
Okay.
Unless he drops down a level, but does he go up to Indiana with Shivers? Does he move on over to Clemson? And matter of fact, Dabo Swinney's supposed to be here tonight. This event.
Well, ask him about that for us and get back with him.
Yeah, get back to us immediately, if not sooner, right?
Exactly, yeah.
APO,
Right.
so you tell him, you look good in that Las Vegas Raiders gear. You going to Las Vegas?
Yeah, I saw him out there in Las Vegas, and I'll see him again. I'm going to tell him, look, Coach, I love football, but I'm not following you. But interesting what Bo's going to do. I mean, he's taking his time. He had the check mark next to his name not to contact him in the transfer portal, as I understand.
I saw that. Yes, I'm wondering if it's going to be a group package deal between Bo and then Caleb, as they've not put early on. Caleb had received scholarships from a lot of FCS, not FBS, but FCS schools, and then Coach Lindsey at Troy, he got let go. So, just wondering if that's going to be a package deal with them.
Yeah, Bo's got some leverage because he could play 2 years. I mean, right? He received the extra year from last season during the pandemic, and he's got an extra year. He graduated, so he's got 2 years. So I think he has quite a bit of leverage to transfer, and coaches are always looking for extra players as well. It's to their benefit.
Yeah,
you're recruiting another good player for me. Kudos to you.
And AP, before we go, how weird is it that Rich Rodriguez is coaching at Jack State?
I'm telling you, that is the miracle of all time, right? He turns down Alabama, and I think he headed off to Michigan. That didn't work out for whatever reason. Then over to Arizona, and that was amazing. Yeah, now he's in the state of Alabama. It's not Tuscaloosa.
It's not Tuscaloosa. Well, AP, buddy, it's time for us to let you go. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yeah, same to you, man. Merry Christmas. Have a good time tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. We'll be headed to Dallas on Christmas Day and look forward to that game against the Bearcats, and we'll see what happens.
I'll look for you on the TV.
Okay, thank you very much. You and some other folks, and maybe you'll find me, and that'll surprise you.
There you go, buddy. Thank you.
See you, brother.
Okay, take care now. Thank you.
Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, it's AP Steadham, our Swami of the SEC. All the stuff you need to know. Well, just like that, it's time to go. Last show of the year.
Yep.
Merry Christmas, Jay. Merry Christmas, Slate. Merry Christmas, Tim. Everybody. Merry Christmas to
all our sponsors. Happy New Year.
Listeners, the folks that we love. This is Old Tomcat alongside Tojo J. Vassar, Slate the Wonder Kid, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. We ain't got to go home, but we got to get ourselves up out of here. We'll see y'all next year.
Accidents happen. It's a part of life. So next time a wreck is a part of your life, Sides Auto Body Repair is there to lend a hand. Since 1987, Sides Auto Body Repair has been guiding customers through the repair process with as little stress as possible, offering free estimates, a limited lifetime warranty on their work, as well as saving you the headache of handling the insurance paperwork. They're also ICAR Platinum certified and can boast over 60 years of combined experience. Call their Highway 72 West location at 230-6464 or Highway 72 East at 444-0729. Either way, call them first. Sides Auto Body Repair. Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hey guys, this is Joanna Clem for CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. I'd like to personally invite you to visit CEI Bookstore. While you're here, you'll find a wide selection of Bibles, gift items, trustworthy study materials, and more for you and your church. Our friendly staff will be happy to help you with your selections while you shop in the store. We even offer personalized Bible imprinting and gift wrapping. Not in the Athens area? Enjoy shopping with us online at truthbooks.com. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
If you're looking to spruce up the look of your home or business, Usselton Landscaping can produce beautiful results, providing mowing and trimming, mulching and landscape design, brush clearing and tree cutting, drainage and water diversion, pressure washing, junk removal, storm and disaster cleanup, and many other services. Usselton Landscaping is a family-owned business focusing on building quality relationships with their customers. Visit their Facebook page and check out their work for satisfied customers, then call or text 874-1357 to see what they can do for you. Usselton Landscaping, 874-1357. At Hendricks Power Washing and Striping, your property is their priority. Power washing, striping, seal coating, crack filling, and asphalt maintenance, rain or shine, day or night. Call Colby for a free quote at 256-763-1740. Visit their Facebook page and see what they've done for other satisfied customers. Give your home or business that brand spanking new look, courtesy of Hendricks Power Washing and Striping. Licensed and insured. Call 256-763-1740. Hendricks Power Washing and Striping. Smith's Heating and Cooling in Elkmont is your friendly local contractor servicing most brands of equipment and proudly installing industry-leading Rheem systems. Whether it's an air conditioner, gas furnace, heat pump, or indoor air quality system, Smith's Heating and Cooling takes pride in their exceptional installation and 24/7 customer service after the fact. They offer financing too. Call 777-5450 today to schedule an appointment or a free no-obligation consultation. Smith's Heating and Cooling. Call 777-5450. Visit them on Facebook or online at smithsheatingandcoolingllc.com. You've been listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, live from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill on Highway 72 East in Athens, just off I-65. You can hear the archive of this and other shows online at tailgatetalk.net. Applebee's Tailgate Talk is a production of Play Action Sports on 1080 WKAC.